Hello students, welcome to Infinity IAS. Today we will look at the strategy for attempting the prelims examination. We all know that prelims exam is approaching and we need to have the right balance between the right answers and the wrong answers that we attempt in the examination to get the best possible score. So if we see, negative marking is very crucial for getting a good score. What does this mean? We need to have that negative marking in mind while we are attempting the prelims examination. We all know that we need to attempt a certain number of questions to have that balance between the positive and the negative marks that we get in the examination to get the best possible score. We know that we are given 2 marks for every right answer in the exam, and 1/3 of this is cut for every wrong answer, which is approximately 0.66 marks for every wrong answer. But this negative marking should not discourage us from attempting the question at all. But how do we find that balance? Which question should we attempt and which we should not? This is what we will look into in this video. The first important thing that we need to find the balance is practice as many tests as possible. And when we are attempting or practicing these mock tests, we have to keep a few things in mind. Firstly, classify your questions while you are attempting the mock tests. How to classify them? So, in all the questions will fall into either one of this category. What is this? Sure of one option. That means we know that one option is the right option and we know the answer to it 100%. So what is the probability of getting that answer right? As of now, it is 100% probability because we know that one option is right. Next category. Next, in the 4 options, we are able to eliminate 2 options, but we are not sure which one of these 2 options that are left is the right answer. So, we have a choice in 2 options. So, what is the probability of this question being right? So, it is 50% probability. So, either this can be right or this can be right, right? So, next comes the third category where there is choice in 3 options. So, what does that mean? So, in a given question, we are able to eliminate one option, but there are 3 other options left and we don't know which one is the right answer. So, here the probability of getting the question right is only 25% probability. Next comes the fourth category, where in the 4 given options, we cannot eliminate any one of the option. So, those we can only guess the answer, but we are not very sure. So, when we are attempting the mock tests, we need to classify the questions into these 4 categories. And then, what we need to do is check your accuracy in each category. So, when you are attempting mock tests itself, write down how many questions have you attempted in each of the 4 categories. The first category, 100% sure. Next one, 50% sure. Next category, 25%, as in we have 3 options left. And then the 4th category, no idea about the question at all. So, classify your questions and calculate your marks in each category. So, see how many marks you are getting positive and how many negative in each category. Check your accuracy. For example, if you are getting a lot of negative marks when you can only eliminate one option, try minimizing it in the next mock test. See, if you are getting very low marks or only negative marks at the end from this category or this category, try reducing the number of questions that you are attempting from these 2 categories. And then finally, try and find the range of questions that need to be attempted to get the best score. So what does this mean? We see different people give different advices, such as some people say we need to attempt at least 85 questions. Some say we need to attempt 95 questions. But if we see in the examination, there are students who attempt just 65 or 70 questions and still get around 110 marks and qualify prelims. At the same time, we see students attempting 100 questions but still get 110 marks and still qualify prelims. So this range of questions that need to be attempted to get the best score is very personalized, and we need to find out based on our mock tests. And this is the strategy how we can achieve the perfect range of questions that is good for us. So calculate the number of questions that need to be attempted from each of these categories so that you are getting the best score. You will obviously attempt all the questions from the first category. Then see how many questions attempting from the second category is giving you a good positive score. Then again see how many questions you are attempting from the third category will give you a good positive score. And then fourth category, attempt only if you definitely have to, or if you have a very strong gut feeling that you are going to get it right. So this way, calculate the total number of questions that is good for yourself. So derive a strategy based on these calculations in your mock tests. So after you derive this strategy for your mock tests, then practice few full-length mocks with this strategy. So I would advise doing at least 15 to 20 mock tests to devise this strategy. Now that we have only 2 months left before prelims, it is advisable to get a strategy right in the coming 1 month, and then practice that strategy for the rest of the month just before prelims to get it right in the main prelims examination. It is very important for us to practice the strategy that we have devised in the mock tests. So, but if you already have a strategy on mind and if you are very confident of the strategy, please do not change it just 1 month before prelims, but stick to it, but keep practicing mocks with the strategy to get better at it. This is one way to gain best score in the prelims examination. Thank you, students.